Nicky D on the beat.
Good evening, what's happening, guys, and welcome to another episode of the MMA Breakdowns channel. I'm your host and fearless leader, Mr. JJM. Pretty excited because, as usual, another UFC card scheduled for this weekend. UFC Fight Night, Rozenstruik versus Gaziev. Pretty excited to talk about each of the matchups, what I think, who I think is going to win, betting odds, etc., etc., etc. Before we start, I'm just going to give a quick brush through of what happened last night for the UFC Fight Night Mexico card. Now, there were a lot of disappointments, a lot of robberies, in my opinion. The first robbery was Felipe dos Santos winning over Altamiriano. Altamiriano destroyed Felipe dos Santos in that fight. And the judges gave it to dos Santos. Like, I was expecting to lose, but he helped my parlay, and I won, some money last night, so I can't complain. Um, Apart from that, I was disappointed because Brandon Moreno, man, he just didn't show up, like, at all. Let me just brush through this card real quick. Yair Rodriguez loss shows that he has no grappling. Was piecing Ortega up on the feet, and then Ortega, surprisingly, when we said he was going to have ring rust, these are one of the one-off cases, whereas a fighter takes a long time off and comes back even better. That guy has wrestling now, and he's a problem for anyone at 145. Do I think he's gonna beat Ilya Topuria? No, I don't think anyone beats Ilya anytime soon. Not even Mozar Evloev. Apart from that, Daniel Zellhuber, man, looks solid, like really, really solid. Destroyed Francisco Prado, out kickboxed him from distance for 3 rounds, busted up his eye. I even thought the doctors would have stopped the fight. They didn't, it is what it is. But, can't too much speed on that, but, it is what it is. Christian Quinones, man, I picked him to win. He was winning the entire fight, beating up Ronnie Barcelos. Barcelos dislocated his shoulder, still came back and won the fight by submission in the third round. Man, he's a dog. Kudos to him. Jesus Aguilar, pretty underwhelming performance. He didn't show the promise like he had in his past fights. Probably because of the altitude. A lot of guys didn't want to exacerbate themselves. So it was mediocre. But he still got the decision, which I thought was a robbery as well. Edgar Chairez sub Daniel Silva. I think he's Lacerda. Lacerda, yeah, Daniel Lacerda, but they have him as Daniel Silva here. I don't know what the fuck. I picked Edgar Chairez, and Lacerda is getting his walking papers. Like, he's not UFC caliber. Claudio Pelez lost to Farid Ziam. I picked Farid Ziam. Pretty, lackluster fight, but Claudio Pelez, he just couldn't keep the fight on the ground, couldn't lock in subs, and he just got out kickboxed. Luis Rodriguez, though, this is a guy that everyone was low on moving into the fight card against Denise Bondar. People even say he's not that good. I picked him to win because I saw the potential, and boy, this kid is a dog. He just bite down on the mouthpiece. He went to war with Bondar, and Bondar has power and good striking, and he just was in his face. He wouldn't go away. Bondar started to got like really, really tired, and with the damage accumulated, he made a mistake on the ground too, and Rodriguez capitalized, man. He locked up a sub, and that was the end of that. So I'm pretty excited. And Mohamed Naimov started off the card with a freakish, some people say fluke, knockout. He threw a spinning wheel kick. Silva tried to evade it and end up fucking up his ankles. Like, I think he broke his shit. So, yeah, that was just pretty much the card in total or in general. So, you know, pretty solid night. 8-4, not bad. I'm still learning, but let's see what happens. Let's move on to the Gaziev versus Rozenstruik card. First fight is Josephine Knutson, yeah, versus Julia Pilastri. From watching tape and everything, I'm picking Knutson to get the win. I know she's undefeated, and I'm not writing her because of that, but I just think overall she has good skills, especially on the feet. I think she's gonna touch up Julia Pilastri on the feet, do damage, and I do think she's capable of stuffing takedowns, competent on the ground too. Not she's not like a fish out of water. Of course, she's now developing. She's only 7-0, but I think she can get past Pilastri, and I'll say she gets it done by decision. Right? I don't think she finds the finish because women's fight, but anything can happen. But my official prediction is Josephine Knudsen by decision to start off the night's card. Moving up, next fight in the card, we have Mohamed Yahya versus Brendan Marate. I'm picking Mohamed Yahya. Reason being, he looked very good, man, at UFC 294 when he fought Trevor Peek. He was winning rounds, especially the second round. He touched up Peek. He has good kickboxing from range, good distance, good takedown defense. I mean, Brendan Marate, not bad himself. Solid on the feet, solid on the ground, great submission skills. But I just think that Mohamed Yahya is just a little bit step above. So I think he also touches Marate up from distance, inflicts damage and takes it on the judges' scorecard. So official pick Mohamed Yahya by decision. Next fight in the card, we have Abdul Al Sweety versus Luik Raziboyev. I'm picking Al Sweety to fuck up Raziboyev. When I say that, I mean Raziboyev just lost to Matawis Rimbeski, and Rimbeski killed him. He pretty much welted under the pressure, and now you're going to give him Al Sweety, who is a killer. I think Al Sweety beats him up on the feet, takes him down, locks up a sub, or if he touches him, with great, nice shots, especially straight shots, or a big, powerful hook, I think he puts him out. I'm on the fence between knockout and submission, but for now, I'm going to call submission. I say hurts him on the feet, gets him down to the ground, subs him. So I'm picking Al Sweety by submission. Next fight on the card, Vinicius Oliveira versus Yanis Gimori. I'm picking Yanis Gimori. I just think that in his last performance, I think he lost to what was this other guy? Contender Series guys. I can't remember his name. Oh shit! I really need to hurry up and get back my laptop so I can get the details. But he's a good fighter, like very good fighter. Went on Cage Warriors, 12-2 record. Good on the feet, good on the ground, grappling everything. Vinicius Oliveira, solid fighter in the bantamweight division, but more to the back end of the unranked fighters. So I think Yanis Gamori can actually hurt him on the feet, man. I'm seeing that. And I think Yanis Gamori, I'll do one better, and for now, I'll call him by knockout because I think he has the power and the striking accurements to chin Vinicius Oliveira, which is not an easy guy to finish, but anything, we'll see. But official pick Yanis Gamori by knockout. Now the next one I had to sit on. We have Christian Leroy Duncan versus Claudio Hiberio. Claudio Hiberio is coming off a loss to Roman Kopylov. He got knocked out. Um, Christian Leroy Duncan is coming off a loss to Armin Petrosian, whereas Armin just beat him up on the feet. Now, where I'm on the fence in this fight is that Christian Leroy Duncan is a very good kickboxer. If he keeps it at distance, keeps it at range, and he touches up Claudio Hiberio, he wins the decision. However, if Claudio Hiberio touches him even once, he's gonna die. Like, that guy has a nuclear nuclear missile in his hands, both of them. It doesn't matter left, right. He has power, man. Um, he fought. He has a good set of knockouts on his record, man. It's to me, it's stylistically, it's a good but bad matchup for Christian Leroy Duncan. I thought they would have given him like a significant step down in competition since he just lost to Petrosian, and then Petrosian went and lost to Vieira, which I think is shit, But MMA math, it doesn't work. But I'm picking Christian Leroy Duncan, but this is a tentative pick, guys. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is not one you want to bet on because, anything can happen. Christian Leroy Duncan needs all of 15 minutes, and Claudio Ribeiro just needs one clean shot, and it's fight over. But for now, Christian Leroy Duncan by decision. Let's move it up. Next fight in the card, Ayman Zahabi versus Javid Basharat. I'm picking Javid Basharat, but I think this is a step up in competition for him. They given him Ayman Zahabi. They've really took their time, the UFC, and built up the Basharat brothers. But I think Ayman Zahabi has power. He has good wrestling, good takedown defense. It's going to be a test for Javid Basharat. I'm picking him here because I think intellectually and his fight IQ is good. But we'll see. I think, these fight night cards have been proving a lot of fraud checks since the year start. So we're going to see. But I'm picking him tentatively here to get a decision. He's not a finisher, man. I'm sorry. The Basharat brothers, they'll wrestle fuck you, and they'll take a decision. So I think he's gonna do that as well, and he gets it done by decision. So official pick Javid Basharat by decision. Next fight on the card, we have Joel Alvarez versus Ludwig Klein. Whew. This is a good fight, low key good fight. I think both guys can grapple, both guys can strike, both guys are dogs, but I'm picking. I like honestly. I still was on the fence by, even although I watched the tape on both of them. I've been doing that all week last week. I'm still kind of like on the fence. But for now, I'm gonna say Joel Alvarez by decision, man. I just think um, on the feet he's better, and that's what I have to weigh in with these two guys because both of them on the ground, absolute studs. Especially Ludwig Klein. I know he can grapple. Joel Alvarez as well shows good submissions, BJJ, and some good wrestling as well. Ludwig Klein, he's not more accurate or efficient with the takedowns, but on the feet, I think Joel Alvarez touches him up, but Ludwig Klein, man, he's live for a submission. So this fight is one as well that I won't be touching, but I'll pick the decision to be on Joel Alvarez's side, and I say he wins after 3 rounds of a hard fought victory. Um, Next fight in the card, we have my man Steve Erceg versus Matthew Schimmel. I'm picking Steve Erceg, and everyone is saying, why pick Steve Erceg, Why pick Steve Erceg? Matthew Schimmel is good, like very, very good in flyweight, but Steve Erceg is a dog, man. This is a guy that has striking, wrestling, grappling. He is going to be constantly in Schimmel's face, touch him up on the feet. If it goes to the ground, he's competent there. He has competent submissions. And that interview he did last year where he said, I'm hungry and people are going to underestimate me and I'm going to be an underdog all the time, but I'm going to keep proving people wrong. I believe him, man. He's a good prospect for the division. I see him as top 10 caliber. So I'm picking Steve Erceg to get a finish. I'm going to call a submission because I really think he's going to get a submission second or third round. So official pick Steve Erceg by submission. Let's run it up. Next fight in the card, we have Umar Nurmagomedov versus Begzat Almakhan. I'm picking Umar Nurmagomedov. The fact that they threw him unknown gets me. It gets me a bit worried because Begzat is 17-1 as his record. I've been checking into him. He did fight like some legit competition, some good solid guys with good records. 15 fights and 16 fights records. But I think the Nurmagomedov clan, they're a different level. maybe he gets fraud check because a lot of people saying, oh, Umar and what's the other one, Usman, Nurmagomedov, they're gonna get fraud checked, and you're not as strong as Khabib, they're not as good as Khabib. I think Umar Nurmagomedov, he is a striker for most of the part, so I think he touches up Begzat on the feet, hurts him, leg kicks, punches him in the face, kicks him in the head, and if possible, and it goes down to the ground, he's competent there. Of course, he's a Nurmagomedov, so I say he gets it done by KO because it was hard picking over KO and submission, but this guy, one of the Nurmagomedovs that I actually enjoy is the fact that because he keeps it on the feet. So I'm going Umar, and I'm thinking he gets a knockout, right? So Umar Nurmagomedov by knockout. Let's run it up. Next fight on the card: Eric Anders versus Jamie Pickett. I'm picking Eric Anders to chin Jamie Pickett. Um, Now, some might call me crazy, but Jamie Pickett isn't that good. He's mid in my opinion. Lost what, last three or last two of his three fights. So Eric Anders coming off a loss to I believe Marc Andre Barrios. I believe it was Barrios. Yeah, he came off a loss to his. Is it Barrios? Man, I can't even fucking remember. But Eric Anders is a dog. Nice power, good wrestling defense. He's not one to grapple. He's gonna clinch up, but he's gonna land bombs on you. And I think Jamie Pickett will go for the takedowns. They will get stuffed, and Eric Anders is gonna put him out with a clean shot. So for that, I'm picking Eric Anders by knockout, KO, TKO. So official pick Eric Anders by KO. Let's run up next fight in the card. We have Alex Perez versus Mohamed Mokaev. The pick here has to be Mohamed Mokaev. However, this fight I wouldn't advise any of you guys to bet it as well. For Mohamed Mokaev, man, the thing about him is he plays too much. He plays too fucking much. Like, he puts himself in bad spots, man. He's too confident, giving up his back or getting locked into submission or near to locked into submission. And every time you bet him, you're gonna sweat him. Hey, that's a nice saying. I think I'm gonna have to keep that one. I coined that one. I'm gonna trademark it tomorrow. Mark my words. Yeah, but Makayev, very good fighter. You can see the potential. Definitely championship caliber. But he needs to get better fight IQ, man. Moving forward, I'm gonna be very timid. Um, I'm betting him, especially when he gets steps up in competition. So, but for now, he's fighting a solid fighter in Alex Perez, 24 fights. So he's experienced, good striking, good grappling. But I think Mohamed Mokaev wrestle fucks him and takes a decision. So Mohamed Mokaev by decision, official prediction. So that was the featured fight of the night. Next fight in the card, co-main event. We have Victor Petrino versus Tyson Pedro. I'm impressed by both of them. I love both of them. Both of them has the I'm gonna knock you out before you knock me out style. So somebody going to sleep, and my money is betting that Tyson Pedro is gonna go to sleep. Victor Petrino, man, this motherfucker is huge. He could strike. Great boxing, great kickboxing, good kicks on the outside, leg kicks, body kicks. You name it, he has it. Good takedown defense. And like I said, Tyson Pedro, he's not going to shoot takedowns that much. He's going to stand and bang. But the power on Petrino is going to chin Tyson Pedro. Tyson Pedro is going to try to brawl with him, and he's going to get laid out, man. I see clear as day. I know Tyson Pedro is coming off a win, which he won by submission, I believe. But, I don't think he's too, he's good on the ground. That shows that, he's good on the ground, but he doesn't want to fight there. He wants to chin you. So I think he's going to take a knockout over Tyson Pedro. And I say Victor Petrino knocks him out in the second round. Official pick, Victor Petrino by knockout. So let's move up to the final card. Well, the final fight of the night. Rozenstruik versus Shamil Gaziev. I'm picking Shamil Gaziev. Now, a lot of people is going to say, but Shamil Gaziev just came in against Martin Boudet. He won the fight in dominant fashion, and no less than 2 months later, they're giving him his own main event against Yerzinho Rozenstruik. Shamil Gaziev has already established himself as a dangerous heavyweight outside of the UFC. Striking? Fucking scary. This short guy is in your face. Grappling? Scary. He can wrestle. He can sub you. Top control? He's heavy, man. Heavy on top. That Dagestani style, but with entertainment value. On the other side, we know what we get with Rozenstruik. On the feet, if he touches you, you die. Right? He's still very much the Rozenstruik of old, knocking people out left, right, and center. But Shamil Gaziev shown to have a good chin now. Granted, this is heavyweight. Anyone can knock anyone out. I understand that. But I think Shamil Gaziev is smart enough to get him down to the ground. And I say he gets a TKO by ground and pound. Stoppage, man. I say he grinds him out in the first round. Possibly ends him in the first round. But most likely second round TKO. So my official pick for it is Shamil Gaziev by TKO. Right? That brought us to the end of the card. That's pretty much my picks. Oh, also, I forgot to mention at the start of the video, quick disclaimer. Of course, all of my content made are for strict entertainment purposes and should not be used for financial or betting advice. So if you guys are going to bet, please do your own research and bet responsibly. I also would like to thank all of my subscribers to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, guys, what are you waiting for? Support your boy. I think I'm like 10 away on this channel because I have my other channel, which is the Life Improvements channel. Check that out as well. If you know me personally, I would have already sent you the link. I only have 16 subscribers, and on this channel I have like 40. Granted, I lost a few because, I've been busy, so I wasn't producing content like that. But, I'm not worried. I'm confident enough to know that these things take time. But guys, come on. If you haven't sub to the channel. Support your boy. Also, if you know me personally, you want to donate to the channel, I'm open to it. Because as you guys know, look, I'm filming on my phone, now trying to get this stuff off the ground. So guys, please, whatever donation you could, my American fans, Guyanese fans, whatever donation you could send to a brother. I have PayPal. I'm gonna set up a Cash App, which is very difficult to do in my country, but I found a way to get it done. But it's gonna just take me a while. Once I set that up, I'm gonna drop them in the description, or you could just hit me in the comment section. And if you're a U.S. fan, hit me at Instagram at Jason Mosley, and we'll talk about that, or we can work it out. For my local fans that know me, if you want to drop a donor to the channel, link me personally. You have my phone number. Message me on WhatsApp. Call me. Instagram, Facebook. I'm available all there. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy the content that I produced tonight. Of course, subscribe. Hit the post notification to be updated when I post new videos. Hit the like button. Drop a comment and a W. And that brings us to the end of the segment, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Your boy is out.